So here you are listening to the crowing of the cock or rooster. So what's it saying? We have a lot of problem regarding our ethics. Our ethical behavior doesn't restrict us to get bothered about the crowing of the roosters around here because they are meant to crow in a confined coop or in a confined area. There's barely uh, some square meters in total. So there is an ethical void. The crowing here means the ethical void. If we ever think about ourselves confined by confined into destructive isolation, destructive in a sense that we are going to be caught. This may sound cliche, but when we just hear what they're crowing, we don't know what they're saying. But so in the same way, if we have been something like a third grade creature and something first grade creature, there's a debate and analysis or speculations and assumptions on these factors also, that if some genius aliens or something like that, just assume it being us and we being the crowing, or sorry, we being the crowing roosters or hens, whatever they painted around for consumption. So when we would just uh, give our speeches there, we about inhumanity and about unethical killing of our species, like in the same manner that in the same manner as this crowing roosters are doing. I don't know in what sense, but let us assume it. Then just think: would it ever matter to the alien or a superior race that would just have tempted us for consumption? We just give speeches, we'd cry, we just float down an ocean of emotions in between our species, in intra-species uh, type of things. So it doesn't matter when we just think about the interspecies. The emotions only deal emotions and everything, just like compassion, sympathy, all acts is an intra emotional, intra-species factor. So when we just go into the interspecies factor, we only choose those species who are just like the beautiful creatures, the beautiful nonsense cat, the beautiful nonsense guinea pigs, and this and that, whatever we pet, and we never kill. And relatively and comparatively useful dog and all this. The cultures have different ideologies about killing them, eating them, or petting them, whatever. But the fact is, the crowing of a rooster here and the speeches of a human being on a different context will be the same. If we assume the superiority, endlessness the endlessness of superiority. And if we just feel to be enough is only the secondary consumer, not the tertiary consumer. So in this sense, we are also roosting here, and someday, in some point of life, the pitting human beings and our species growing on our intra-species emotional flows will have no any value, zero value. The aliens who don't give a damn about us, as we don't give a damn about the roosters who just cry in the coop, in a confined coop. Just as a comparative analysis, and the hypocrisy, the extremity of the hypocrisy that we are been dealing with each and every second of our ethical and moral processions. Our proceeding is absolutely nonsense. Our ethical proceeding, our ethical studies, what we teach in school, the moral studies, damn with these nonsense books, which doesn't teach just the universality of emotions. It just teaches the intra-species humanity and interspecies sympathy on based on different type of criteria of how you treat the species, the other species that are not linked with your species. We just teach nonsense things to every even a toddler. As we are omnivores, it's obvious to have consume meat, but actually if we think we are above omnivores, then we should treat animals equally. If we are socially conscious people, we are not the socially conscious damn people. We're just hypocritical nonsense. I don't want to use a vulgar words here. So what we do is, just when there's a toddler, about 2 years old toddler, I've seen many such examples that he sympathizes his dog. When there's a small cut in his dog, he sympathizes, oh, my dog is just hurted, oh sorry, hot. But when, in the same manner, when he sees the uh, rooster, or he just hears the rooster crowing, or he sees the ducks, or goat or lamb, then he just thinks, oh, that's he doesn't have any that type of sympathy as he has with it. A dog his parents have paid it. Oh, I want to, oh, it's so tasty, it will be so tasty when we cut it, or just like that. Maximum going through this type of uh disympathetic fluctuations throughout their from their early childhood. The dichotomy, whatever you name it, dichotomy, whatever. So here, what I want to say is, we are groomed uh, to be just partially effective. We are groomed to be monstrously moral. We are groomed to be destructively ethical. We are groomed to be hypocritical. We are groomed to be to just put on the legacy of hypocrisy on generations and generations and generations to go. So the hypocrisy or lies in human beings is one of the basic factor of moral education. So we stand upon the moral criteria of hypocritical beings. Being hypocritical is being human. That's all. We have different sort of criteria. We just hear everything and just leave it just on its own. We just glaze on the sympathy on a very strange way. On some sense, when we just the YouTubes are flooded with such type of examples that when somebody finds a rooster or a hen, and and that rooster is just been hit by something and is badly hurt. The man goes there and just picks it up, just makes it uh, run on its own by treating it properly, and just let the rooster go. So that's type of a hypocritical. But in the same uh, in the same context, after he just let the rooster go, he will obviously eat a dish full of chicken. So there is a two dichotomy or just a partiality in sympathy also here. He saves a rooster, he eats a chicken. And here the particularity lies in the specification of sympathy. When you specify something with your attachment, then that becomes a very weird type of sympathy. Some people, I have my friends also, she's also a writer, an essayist, though she haven't have published a single essay, but you know, but she is a very beautiful soul, and very delicate, very holy. I just have no words in my respect to just flow into her, but just let it be. So what I'm saying is, she is a very delicate person who is very, very sympathetic. So what she does is, she has the been roosting the roosters in the coop, and whatever she pets there, from birds to uh, dogs, whatever, it's obvious that she won't eat dog, but yeah, birds, hens and roosters, whatever she pets in her house, she never eats. All those roosters and hen or the chickens just flourish there, be old, and they die there. She never consumes it, but often she consumes the meat of the rooster that's bought from a meat shop, some shops away from her house. So this is a dichotomy, or is a partiality, a specification of this is the best example of the specification of sympathy, emotions, and human behavior, humanity, animality, whatever you call it, universal humanity, whatever you call it, universal speciality, speciality is the best term. The interspecies hypocrisy. You don't eat your own chickens, but you just consume chickens killed by others. So this is a delicate and strange type of hypocritical behavior. Just our sympathizing giants of humanity just proclaim to have. So in the next term, what I'm saying is this type of religious things, uh, religions, mostly Abrahamic religions, are so typically uh, what do you call it, this unsympathetic and apathetic. They regard the human and humanity is the core of the evolution, the core of the creation. So every species around the earth, whatever we see, can be eaten, can be just killed and murdered and eaten. That doesn't make sense. So here is no any moral threshold, moral setting, moral loops set around the human being, the centralized, pulled human being, and he just can go through the circumference of the whole scriptural text and just find not a single word of a moral accession, moral compulsion of letting something go. Yeah, obviously in Judaism there's something that are just avoided, especially pigs. So that's not due to sympathy, that's due to uh, what do you call, hate, sort of ew type of feeling that they just got on pig, omnivore things. The more religious, the more hypocritical the person becomes. Religious hypocrisy comes with sympathetic delusion. Religious hypocrisy is one of the disastrous and dangerously flourishing thing we can ever have. We can ever just get through. It doesn't make sense at all. And our all evolutions that have been set around the different species of the human beings, not just Homo sapiens, the Neanderthals, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, etc., etc. There were lot and our cousins, chimpanzees and bonobos, gorillas. These are all like set on the same frame, but we just got out to be superior. But what the religious scriptures try us to confine in is that we are the sole damn purpose of the God, and we have the damn right to set us in the pole and just go around in the circumference, all around in the circle, make a pie and eat everything that's beyond our polar exception, beyond our just what do you call it, the center. We are in the center. Everything that's in the code, that's making code around, can be eaten. That's the humanity of the scriptures, the mainly Abrahamic. Why don't the Brahmic or the Hinduism, Brahmic? I'm saying here this. I'm correlating it with the Brahma. So, looking on the Brahmic or Hindu sectors, we find sympathy at the very core. They just emphasize on being not on being the center, but being among the code of the circumference of sympathy. We can be in any point of the circle. So we are not in a center where any basically is we have been superior to all. It's our duty to protect all, but it doesn't even deal with the perfect abolishment of eating meat. And that should not be, because we are omnivores obviously by natural laws, and we have the right, we have the uh, taste buds that recognizes the delicious flavors of meat. So it's a choice what you do, what you don't. But please, if you eat meat, don't be so hypocritical about your pet. When your dog will have a fever or anything, or and you just save it from being into the mouth of the death. But when you see something that can be eaten and blood flowing through it, and you don't have any damn procession of sympathy and emotions, then it's something like you, and you laugh, you enjoy. Oh my gosh, today is a festivity, and today's Christmas, today's Eid, today's uh the Sarah, oh sorry, today is something like something of a, yeah, a meat eating festival. So whatever, in any celebrations from our birth to death, we just want to laugh with the key by killing or murdering others, and we want to cry by killing others. Either we cry, either we laugh. An animal is on his surety to die, on the path of surety to die. We just laugh and celebrate, we just jump and around, and we, yes, we have done it. We just have won it, won anything. We are competitive winner. We have just gained some higher posts in, I mean, in any sort of celebrations, we just have one common thing, and that's meat. For the, no, I'm not saying for the non-vegetarian, or sorry, for the vegetarians or vegans or whatever. So the particularity of our celebration lies in killing, murdering, and we are so happy seeing the meat on a platter. Wow, so sweet, delicious, this and that. So one thing I want to say, in these terms, aren't we necroistics? Aren't we on the path of necroism? I'm not saying it on the basis of our being omnivorous, but I'm saying, it on the basis of our being human, and hypocritical human who just sympathizes everything, uh, every pets on the earth, and just curses those dogs being eaten in China, and cats being eaten in China, bats being eaten in China, and all the several countries, not only China, they eat it just in Thailand also, in Taiwan. Insect eaters, snake eaters, French, this and that. So we are so hypocritical in every means in terms. So what's the point of being interspecies sympathizer? What's the point in being in crying for a dog and laughing for a chicken? Every damn parents in the whole world who are non-vegetarians are teaching their child from their birth to just, okay, eat meat, eat meat. If even if the child just refuses to eat, their parents will just force him to eat meat. So this is how we grow, and this is to eat, and this is not to eat. To pet or not to pet is the basic thing we teach on our moral education, the parental moral education. What the damn is this, man? And you just say you are the most ideal people of the earth. All the parents are ideal teachers. The first teachers are, heck with your first teaching, man. You are not a teacher, you are just a bloody specializer. You're bloody partial. You're partially partialism. You teach partialism, specialism. You teach the doctrines that are all monstrously ethical, not universally ethical, not benevolently ethical. They are monstrously ethical. So that doesn't make sense. So stop calling the parents or home the first teachers. The strangeness that lies in getting to the pride is so much that they call, oh, we are parents, we can just have anything in our mind, biases, this and that, when we can just have our child forced for it. Being a parent is not being a teacher or ethical or this and that. Sometimes parents just say things that doesn't even make sense to them. So why are you not doing this? So that depends on the mood of the parents to teach, to be benevolent, to be where to be benevolent and where to be cruel, where to be monstrous, where to be demonic, where to just get the core of thought, nonsense thoughts, man. And they just stuff it to uh, their small babies. It's strange, and they grow up like that. Oh, I wanna eat chicken. Oh my goodness, I wanna eat pork. I wanna eat mutton. Oh, that's mutton. Somebody says, I just saw in a YouTube, the child says, oh, that's mutton. And when the dog comes to him, then, oh my gosh, oh my pet. Oh, I love him so much. What the fuck is this, man? It is hypocritical. Isn't it this hypocritical uh, and immoral delusion that you all have? We just process their child in that way. That doesn't make sense. So they, in the whole of the world, there is nobody so much ideal to themselves, but at least try to be moral from the core, not hypocrisy. Don't uh, don't take the burden of hypocrisy on your shoulder and just say I'm ethical, I'm ideal, I'm this and that, and I have a sympathetic heart, emotions. I just feel emotions, and human beings are the damn uh, emotional emotional things. The superiority complex lies in the emotional state of superiority. Human beings are the top of emotions, and all those damn animals are the lower portion of emotions and consciousness. So there's all these with consciousness. We are conscious, the human says, and all those creatures below us who can't just talk, who can't walk up a straight right like penguins, are just a bunch of eating sources. We can just tame them, eat them at any cost of their rights, of the consciousness, any cost of the consciousness. They are conscious. Anything that's alive is conscious, from amoeba to anything. Just so on their own criteria, they are a level of consciousness. So to keep yourself at superior level is absolutely nonsense and most hypocritically moral base that lays the foundation of something weirdest and strange, specified, particularized, hypocritical building of emotions, of sympathy, hypocritical morality, ethics. So that's what the human beings are. The nonsense grooming of a child, and the continuation of the nonsense grooming, the wrong morality, wrong ethics, the partiality, specialization of ethics, the particularization of the ethics has has now turned into one of the use of mammoth circulation of ethical delusions around us. We're all in ethical delusions. Don't you, your family, everything around here is all in ethical delusions. Don't be proud to be human. You were just a damn nonsense person who just got out by luck, by chance, by some by your ability, and just or you just are a random choice of nature. that got out by just destroying several things, by destroying your own by just on the step of your species. Step, there's a step pyramid actually on the context of human evolution. So we are not the chosen one. We're not anything so superior to centralize us in the center of the circumference of ethics and just regulate our ethics according to our own desires, merits, demerits, choices, compromises, comprehensiveness, and mood is our mood. If we just pet a rooster or pet a dog, eat the meat of a rooster, eat the meat of a dog. That's all lies in the ethical partiality, specialization, and hypocrisy. So it's all about being hypocritical. Thank you. An unnamed essay here, I didn't name it. So the title can be The Hypocrisy and Its Ethical Nonsenseness by Rijan B. Acharya. Thank you.